Good morning, distinguished delegates, or good afternoon, as it is. I would like to report you on the current situation of the project of construction of integrated gas chemical facility in Atyrau region. That is the first gas chemical project in Kazakhstan. And this is the aerial view of the site shot about 4 or 5 months ago. This is not how it looks like now. At the bottom there is the storage spot, then the polymerization unit, and slightly above that is the PDH unit. And as I said, this is not the freshest view. Now we are at a high rate of completion. And further down there are all kinds of auxiliaries. To the right from industrial installations, you can see more auxiliary units spots, and at the upper right corner is the temporary housing facility for construction workforce. Now let us continue with the presentation proper. The project focuses on making 500,000 tons of PP per year. The EPC contract is $1.865 billion. The EPC contract was signed in December of 2015, and the construction permit was issued in November of 2017. In July of 2018, it passed under the management of Kazmunaygas, and ever since then we have been leading the project. The facility is composed of 2 main process units. One is PDH unit using cut-off-heat technologies, polymerization unit of Novolen, and auxiliary units. This is the process flow diagram. Propane will be taken by RTC, 620,000 tons per year, then 2 units. Polypropylene, as I said, 500,000 tons per year. Technical nitrogen, electricity, steam, water of various quality, and also dump waters, which will be handled by Karabatan Utilities Solutions. The licensors of the project, as I said, are CB&I Lummus, Katofin for PDH technologies, and Novolen for the polymerization technology. Those are the recent projects implemented under this license on a worldwide basis. The general current status of the project. As of August of this year, the total completion rate was 37.5%. The plan by the end of the year to hit 53% of completion rate. Design progress is 63, close to 64%. In terms of purchasing, 70.46% and 24% in construction. This is the construction site layout. Marked by green are the foundations, which are 82% completed, and yellow is putting in place the metal structures, 45% rate of completion. To the left from there, that is the propane offloading rack, and next to it is the storage facility. Then the propylene storage facility, polymerization unit, and propane DH. At the bottom, there are all auxiliaries. As of today, the scope of work completed includes putting in place 18,000 piles. That is 126% from the design, because initially the plan was for 14,000. We additionally put in place 4,000 more. Out of that, 347 piles are the drillable piles. For this year, the program is to put in place 95,000 cubic meters of reinforced concrete for the foundation at 54 sites. Out of them, at a dozen of sites, we are completing the upper level. At the moment, we have started to do the water supply, communications, and sewage lines. In terms of equipment, supply, and transportation, that is the list of countries. Supplies to the equipment, long lead time pieces are covered in full, 123 units. The key equipment is 74% purchased, and large size equipment includes the splitter of propane, 102 meters high with a diameter of 8.4 meters, weighing 1,100 tons, made by Atarau Neftimash. This year in November, the plan is to have it right at the site. Delivery of the equipment is by sea, by rail, and of course by motorways. The targets prior to the end of 2019, the plan is to complete, by and large, development of working documents and populating 3D model of the project with relevant data, and will complete isometric drawings. Also, by the end of the year, the plan has it to completely deliver long lead time equipment, 7 units, primary equipment in 68 units, off-site equipment, 42 units, as well as all the materials we require. We are also to complete all the foundation works, continue doing underground utilities installation, primary equipment installation, and we'll do the piping work. For the next year, the plans will see also 106 units out of 123 of long lead time equipment deliveries. All the main and auxiliary pieces of equipment will be put to the site, will complete the erection of metal structures in full, and will also complete all the underground utilities and installation construction. Marketing for PP. The key market outlets for the propylene will be China, Russia, Turkey, and East Europe, and some Central Asian nations. Sales will be done via offtake contracts with international traders. For instance, Vinmar International PP has a very wide scope of application, and its consumption will only be rising and much faster than that of the PE, as has been demonstrated by previous speakers. And we are paying utmost attention to our human resources, training and upgrades, because this is the first petrochemical project in Kazakhstan of such nature and scale. We have been doing that since last year, and we have hired the first group of operational experts. This year we will be hiring 64 more heads of shifts, laboratory staff, and other members of staff. The key theoretical training is done at the Ufa Oil Technology University and some other locations. Practical training will be handled according to the contract. At the Chertanov gas chemical facility, recently the first group set out for the training, and we will also use the facilities of CNCC at a similar project in the city of Bukhara. And as I said, we also have the arrangements for training at Ufa Nefteorg company. KPI company going forward will be a very high-tech company with high degree of digitalization, an industrial installation which will be fully digital from the initial cycle. The key areas where digitalization will come in handy includes production systems and process systems. For the entire scope of the EPC contract, we will be also putting in place reliability assurance system and SAP. That is the KPI digitalization overview. The technology house, which focuses on key phases of digitalization, which will be handled in 2 trains marked by different colors in this arrangement, with all the relevant systems integrated into the 2 trains. We will also go digital with lab analysis, with simulators for training operators, for automation of storage operations and packaging operations, reliability management system, repairs and maintenance planning system, and we'll also optimize processes in the scale of daily productivity and optimized planning. I guess I'm through with my presentation. Thank you for your attention.